Hello, this is Yahweasel. Let's play Soko-Ban. Whoo, that's right, we are back. It is that game I play when I am between other series. Basically, I usually have a puzzle game that I play between other series, just one episode per main series. And I have that just as sort of a way of doing channel announcements and that kind of thing. Admittedly, I have basically no channel announcements right now, since I've been very public with my channel announcements. So I don't really have a reason for that. And last time, because I happened to be, well, I wasn't on vacation, I was on a business trip, but because I happened to be on a business trip at an inopportune time, I didn't do an episode of Soko-Ban, so it's been a very, very long time since I've done it. Therefore, I allowed myself to start doing channel updates in the usual format, just regular old channel update videos, which, you know, allowed me to just sort of skip out on this. Anyway, we come back to the level that I was having just huge difficulty on before. I have spent literally hours trying to figure out this level. I think I've figured it out? Maybe? So we're gonna see if it's right. That left part, the thing is that both halves are very tricky, and so, you know, that left half was certainly tricky, and now this right half is also tricky, and it's one of these, you could get very, very far, make one mistake, and it's all over. So I have to concentrate a lot. Anyway, so the main big update that I had between series which has already been announced, is that I was getting a little bit unhappy with the fact that I never did any weird ROM hacks anymore, or not ROM hacks, bootleg games, there we go, that I never did any weird bootleg games anymore. Yeah, and I am indeed unhappy for that, and that was basically just a consequence of how I did the poll. By having this poll system where people would vote on whatever game they wanted to see, I just wasn't going to get a lot of people who said, oh yeah, I want to see weird bootleg games, even if really they kind of do want to see that, because that's what made my channel what it is. So I'm going against the poll system. I am revising my thoughts on the utility of the poll, and I'm going to say, occasionally, I'm just going to decide, now it's time for a bootleg game, and if there is one voted for on the poll, then I'll certainly choose the top-voted bootleg game on the poll, but otherwise, I'll just play whatever one, you know, fits my fancy at the moment. Right, everything's pretty easy from here, so I think I have done this correctly, assuming I don't make a major snafu before getting to the end here. Yeah, because all of this now is just, you know, make them align correctly, don't screw it up in a really stupid way. So, get this up here. Yep, good! I have beat, well, will soon beat level 13. I don't know why I pronounced that so strangely. 13. Okay, anyway, so next time, as in the next video up after this, unless scheduling happens to place something else in between them, will be Diablones, which is written in Chinese, and yet I pronounce in Espanol because, well, Diablo is a Spanish word, so that would make sense. But anyway, that's gonna be the immediately next one, because that's what's currently voted top on the poll in terms of bootleg games. So that was an easy choice. Basically, there's this company, Shenzhen Nanjing Industries. I know how to say Nanjing with correct tones. I don't know Shenzhen. Anyway, Shenzhen Nanjing Industries. That's even not their correct name, but it's the Shenzhen Nanjing haha what the hell are we doing company, basically, makes these games for NES, that really, you know, they're not intended to be run on a real NES, they, you know, they're bootleg Nintendo systems being sold in the Zhonghua, and so they, those are, you know, intended for those. Those are intended for those. Boy, that's a really understandable sentence. Thanks, Yahweasel. The games are intended for bootleg systems, but they are Nintendo games. Yay! Level 13 complete. And amongst their enormous library of games are Final Fantasy NES, which I've already played. That one actually had an English translation, and in fact, I played more than a translation. I played a full-on sort of improvement to the game. Oh, I don't like this level at all. The levels get tricky fast in this game. I think this is safe. Nope, it's not. No, I'm not going to be able to... Well, okay, if I think about it, I'll be able to put them there. That's still maybe fine. Okay, don't block any doors, that's for sure. There's somewhere I can push this that's safe. Eek. Eek. Those guys form a 4, so I have to be very, very careful about what direction I push things in. That should be recoverable. Depends on whether I could come in from the other direction, but it doesn't really help me any. Oh, well, yeah, it does, because I can now push this one in, like so. Anyway, so they made Final Fantasy NES, which got an actual translation. I don't know why people particularly noticed that one, because they've made hundreds of these, and that wasn't the first, and certainly won't be the last. This seems like the right time to get one into this corner, too. Anyway, so they made Final Fantasy NES. That's how I discovered them, because for some reason that particular weird bootleg became well known. But they've made hundreds of other games. You can go to bootleggames.wikia.com to find a possibly complete list. They also made Chrono Trigger for NES, which I played. That was a bit tricky because I don't read the Chinese, and so I played both the SNES version, actually the weird silly hack of the SNES version, and the NES version at the same time, which frankly was a regrettable decision. Anyway, but that was good fun, and there's you know, I won't spoil anything, but the ending is quite the thing for the NES version of Chrono Trigger. Oh man, I think I've screwed this up. I think I've screwed this level up. I think I've screwed this level up, guys. Well, if I go here, that may eventually be recoverable. And then that, I can push that into place. I haven't necessarily screwed this up, but it sure does seem like there's a distinct possibility of screw-uppery here. Okay, and I still have to be very careful about where I place them in here. I also want to make sure I don't block off this entire upper row before I've gotten this one in. And this one... well, it can't go in this way, so I guess it'll have to go in this... No, that doesn't work. How do any of these get in, actually? I guess they have to go that, yeah. Then I'll have to go in... Quite the convoluted path for that guy. Okay, fine. Anyway... but they've made hundreds of others, and Diablones is the current selection. I've also played a few that were not by them, or even, indeed, were not NES games, such as... Well, actually, virtually all the other ones I've played were Pokemon games, and I have been not at all private about the fact that I don't like Pokemons. I don't think the original game was any good, and so weird bootlegs of it has no chance of being any good, basically. Like, that was never a good idea for a game. Instead of having a plot that's at all interesting, let's just insist that you have to do every fetch quest in the known universe. Yay! It's more so than any other RPG. Pokemons really is fetch quest the game. Sorry if you like it. I mean, you know, you have the right to your opinions about Pokemons. Your opinion, if you like it, happens to be wrong, but you know, you have the right to that opinion. Anyway, so basically a lot of the other weird hacks I played were Pokemons games that were actually, they weren't, so like Digimon Ruby was actually a bootleg. That seems to have been an original creation of some lunatics. but, for example, Pokemon's Vietnamese Crystal was just a weird, bad translation of Pokemon's, and Touhoumon was just a hack of a Pokemon's game to include weird characters. So, yeah. Anyway, I've played lots of weird bootleg things, but it's been quite a while. It's been a year since I played Chrono Trigger, and I wanted to solve that. That seemed like a problem, so we're solving that now. Ooh, you know what? I have to be tricky here. I have to make sure to start filling things in over here. How am I gonna get this one filled? Ooh, have I screwed this up? Have I screwed this up? If I get one here, then I can fill in that, but then it'll be a problem to fill in these. Oh no, I think I screwed this up! Okay, I can get this filled in by putting one here and then going all the way around and pushing it to the right. I can get this one filled in by just pushing it there. But I can't get these three filled in no matter what. I could push these three down, but I couldn't then get three new ones up there. Oh, yep, this is screwed up. I can't. This is unsolvable at this point, I think. I'm trying to think if I can, like, rearrange these in some way to undo my damage. I'm not convinced. Yeah, because I have the opportunity to push them down in all three of these slots, but not to push them up. Not to push them up. Not to push them up. And I can't get anything new up here. I could have if I had used forethought. No, I can really only fit two up here. So I don't know how helpful that would be. And I can only push it here. Yeah, this level's gonna require more thought. I think I was basically on the right track, but it's, like I said, it's gonna be the order in which these fill in that's very complicated. Anyway, there are other companies beyond Shenzhen Nanjing that make full bootleg games, though, is what I was trying to get to with that, even though mostly the only bootleg I've played that wasn't from Shenzhen Nanjing, as far as I'm aware, was Digimon Ruby. But anyway, they're a good source for me for the moment. I'm just throwing that out there so that if you do want to vote for other weird bootlegs, maybe go to bootleggames.wikia.com and look up something that isn't by Shenzhen Nanjing, just as a thought, because there are others out there, and I would, I would certainly entertain the possibility of, after doing Diablones, doing something else. Oh, it's also worth mentioning that Diablones seems to be Diablo 2, not Diablo 1, in spite of the fact that on its title screen it just says Diablo, and it doesn't, like, even the Chinese doesn't say Diablo 2, it just says, well, it says the Chinese word for Diablo, which bizarrely is not a transliteration of Diablo. I don't know why, but okay, for whatever reason they have, like, a proper name. I guess that's fine. Oh man, I have no idea here. This seems completely screwy. Because the thing is, I knew I was already screwed because I can't get this all sorted out up here, but I'm not sure how to solve this. Like, I was just trying to at least, okay, I've screwed up part of the puzzle, can I solve the other part? No, I can't, it would seem! That's no good. Because these all need to come down here and go through there, but I'm not sort of arranged in a way. Oh, you know what? That might work. Oh, it's too bad that I'm completely screwed here. Oh, I had the right idea, I just had a bad execution. Yeah, I think that's all Need to get over here first, otherwise I'll be really screwed. Oh dear. Wait. Oh yeah, God, you need a lot of free space in this level. That is tricksy. Tricksy. I have all the right ideas, but I'm not sure how to put them all together into a working solution. Like, nothing I'm doing is wrong, except that I need to do them all in the right order with respect to this area. Oh, dearie, 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 dear. This is why, by the way, I've always, you know, said I enjoy these puzzle games. I enjoy them as sort of a reprieve from Let's Playing, rather than as mainline Let's Play series, because I really genuinely don't think this makes very good Let's Play material. Definitely did not want to do that. I really don't think this makes very good Let's Play material, but it is good fun anyway. Am I not screwed? Am I not screwed? How am I gonna get this one? Very carefully. And I think I might still be screwed. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Please, please hold. Okay, I'm fairly confident that this is unresolvable, so I'm gonna do it again from the start and maybe try and do it in a better order this time. Boink! Zzz. Okay, I think I have the right idea this time, because I actually paid attention to how things fill in. I need to fill in these 6 first. This guy is in the wrong place right now, but it's not, it doesn't hurt me any. Then I need to get this here and this here, because those are going to be very difficult to get to later, but while I still have plenty of room, I can get this here and this here. Then I can fill in these 4, which I still have room to do, because I can push it up here, and then go all the way around and push it to the right, and this'll all, this path right here will still be clear. So I fill in these 4. This and this are filled, these are all filled. Then, the only ones that are empty are this, 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 and this. These 2 are right there. This one is whatever one is left over down here, which will actually probably be this one. This is that one right there. And this belongs there, by the way. So, you basically get just enough free slots from this guy, and this guy to maneuver and do everything else you need to do. I think that's the right solution. Let's find out. Zzz! Step 1 complete. These left 6 are all filled. Now I need to fill the one I'm standing on, and this guy right here. Okay, almost there. There we are. Now, I need to fill in these 4, and to do that, I will need to push 2 up here, and then walk all the way around and push them over, and then push 1 here and walk all the way around and push it over, so here we go. Zzz! 2 are there, now I need to go around. I hope you like this exact level of fast forwarding, because it's the level I'm providing you with! There we go. Yes, yes, this is all going to work. This is perfect. Perfect. I'm actually gonna just leave the rest in here, I think, because I don't think I'm likely to make any really stupid mistakes anymore. Anything's possible, haha! Oh dear. I have mentioned like that, for example. I have mentioned Soko-Ban is very nerve-wracking because you can get quite far and then screw up something minor and then, well, you're screwed! Good for you! Okie dokie, so that I need to go all the way over here in order to push that there. Now I just need to fill in these 3 and the rest is gravy. As people say, if those people happen to be Yahweasel, I don't think anybody else actually uses that expression. I know I didn't invent it, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone else use it. It's equivalent to, like, the rest is the icing on the cake, basically, except you know, gravy is better. Oh dear. Anyway. Yep. Basically everything's perfect from here. By the way, I needed to do this trick. I doubt you could see that in fast forward, but I needed to slide that around in such a way that I didn't need to walk through this room anymore. Haha! Luckily that becomes easier as the boxes become less plentiful. Now you see, now Yahweasel has done great things! For this is on its way to success! All I need to do is, the ones that basically I don't have any choice but to succeed. Yes, here we go. You go up here. Get this one, so long as I am in the bottom half of the world here. It's a long walk, but that doesn't matter. I don't know, you know, if I'm doing this in the minimum number of steps. I am not even attempting to do that. And you know what? So, this game requires an enormous amount of forethought. You just need to stare at the board for a while, but I swear I was better at this game as a kid. Ta-da! Hooray! Onwards to level 15. Please, there we go. Let me quickly... no, stay at 15, please. That is not what I meant to do. Yes, 15. Yes. Pause. That's the button I meant to press. Let me just save. So that that's the thing, is when you save, you leave the level. That's what kept confusing me when I tried to save before. So this is going to be another in what order do I pack these puzzle, obviously. But I'm betting that you don't start with these two right here where they already are. So let me stare at this for a moment and try and make sure I understand the order they need to be packed. Because I think that's going to be the hard part again. So just give me a minute to stare. Bzzz. Okay, so there are 3 actual ports of entry, but 2 of them are very restricted. This one can only have these 4 blocks. That's it. And I'm gonna have to be careful with these 2, because if I do things in the wrong order, this one will be stuck, which would be bad. This port, you can't actually get any blocks in that way, so only blocks I've pushed out will come... Only blocks I've pushed out will come back in. And so, basically, I probably need to push 1 block out of there, leaving this spot free, and push it back in much later, endgame stuff. These 4 are these 4. I'm gonna fill that in last, I think. And this top port, as it were, is most of the work. It's filling in everything else. This port is a lie. You can't actually get blocks in this way, and solving this puzzle of the blocks that are over here doesn't involve walking out of this port. So I think this port is a complete lie. I could use that as my initial port of entry, and that's probably what I'll do. But beyond that, this port is a lie. You don't actually put any in that way, because there's no way to push them that way. So let's see if I can use that as my initial port of entry. Let me do F1 first. That's how you restart the level, because this was before F1 meant help. So that's safe there. That's fine there. That's fine there. That's fine there. This is fine up here. And now I am inside. I believe it to be true that I will never need this port except for the immediate exit I'm about to make to move this block in. Like, I think I can plug up this port immediately after moving this block, and then I'm fine. Question mark. Well, no, because I need it to push things in this direction in general. So maybe I'll keep that open until this side is looking pretty full. Maybe that's fine. Maybe. Anything is possible. Right, so basically I need to fill in these guys. I need to fill in this, but not this. And then I need to fill in these 2, which will be a little bit awkward, but this guy will be empty, so it shouldn't be too bad. And this guy will be empty, so it shouldn't be too bad. Then I need to fill in these 4, bearing in mind that that needs to be filled, or these 2 need to be filled, and then these 2 from the top. And then I will only have these 4 and this one free, and it's all easy from there. So, let's start with that puzzle. It seems like the main part of this puzzle is that. The actual moving of the blocks really isn't that complicated in this particular level. It's all just, you know, knowing where to put them, or knowing in what order to put them in here. Like on that last level, even just knowing what block to push when was absolutely nutty. This one I don't think has that issue. Okay, so like I said, this area over here, those 4 blocks belong there, and they're going to live there forever. I think I need to do this. That seems fine. I don't think I've screwed anything up. Having not screwed anything up would be a good state to be in. Was that a mistake? No. That's fine. Whew, so nerve-wracking. Now I can get this one in, no problem. So long as I don't tell you how long I spent staring at my screen, everything's great. My fast-forward, it always fast-forwards to the same amount of time, no matter how long I actually took fast-forwarding. So, you know, it's all lies, basically. Right, now I need to fill these 2, then those 4, which I can do by sliding both of them down, walk around, da-da-da. Oh wait, I haven't filled in this one yet. And I can't... Is there a complication I haven't noticed yet? Maybe. Please hold! Okay, there's a complication, but I happened to do it in a fixable way, I think. Oh dear. Come on, Soko-Ban, work with me here. So first I need to get this over to here. Then I need to get... Oh, that was the wrong block, actually. I can't do that block yet. This block I can do. Then I need to get this... Like I said, this port here is really the workhorse of this particular level. Over to here. Now I can fill in this and all 3 of these easily. Yes. All 4 of those go here. So, oh, I don't want to fill this, but yeah, this and this and this I can fill easily, and then I'm fine. Okay, good! I've done everything great. This will work perfectly. I don't think there are any problems. Please, Soko-Ban! The more I do this correctly, the more I look like I might be amazing at puzzle games. This is really a tricky puzzle game. I'm very happy with it. I mean, you know, I chose it entirely myself for my own nostalgic reasons, although I never played the Tandy version I'm playing right now. But, man, this is a great puzzle. It's so simple, but involves so much thought. I really like Soko-Ban. It's fantastic. Okie dokie, and that goes there, and everything else should be fine. I had a moment of panic, but I think I'm still fine. I might not be fine. Please hold. I might still be fine. I'm not 100% convinced that I'm fine. It feels like such a mistake. Now... what? Now I need to get this back out of the way. Go all the way around. This is the last time I will need that particular port. Then this goes like this, and I just play a similar trick that I did a moment ago. Okay, I think I'm fine. Sorry, just had to have a minor pulmonary embolism there. No major problem at all. Okay, as you can see, I have basically all but solved the puzzle now. Whoo! Soko-Ban, you really, oh man, it's taken me 10 minutes per level. The thing is, I can't lie to you about how long it's taking when I'm staring at the screen, because there's a timer there. I sort of said, oh, you don't know how long I'm staring at you. Yes, or staring at the screen. Yes, you do. There's a timer. The timer tells you. It's quite obvious, actually. There's a timer. Look down at the corners. There's a timer. You know the time. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Okay. This one actually looks a little bit less grotesque. I mean, basically, I just need to make sure to fill up this. Ooh, I can't fill up that first, because I'm gonna need to walk through there before things get clear. Yep. But you know what? That's gonna be for next time! Level 16? Level 16 will be for next time in Soko-Ban. By the way, the reason I'm saying it all weird like that is the version I originally played didn't have the hyphen, just called it Soko-Ban. This one does, and I'm not sure why, so I'm calling it Soko-Ban. Whatever. Anyway, so that's been Soko-Ban, episode, whatever episode I'm on for. And next time, Diablones in Chinese. And if you haven't kept up on the updates, I have tricks. I have tricks to make it so I can play the Chinese game. It will be horribly translated, but that will only add to the amusement. So, we will be playing Diablones next time. Until then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, I've got hundreds more. Just click that channel button. Cheers! From Yahweasel.